So let us start with types of servers in core banking solutions. Yesterday I've already given you introduction relating to servers involved in core banking, right? Now let us continue with the servers now. One by one let us discuss. So the first server is web server. Clear? Now tell me, what will web server do? What will web server do? It manages what? It manages what? Websites. Clear? It manages what? Websites. What does it do? It manages websites. Clear? It manages websites and internet related software. Internet related software. Clear? Internet related software. Clear? Now let us say, for example, yesterday we have seen here. Now let us say we go to icicibank.com. This is a complete website of a bank. Clear? So whatever software relating to internet and whatever software is related to website, all this software who will manage? Who is managing this complete website? This website is managed by someone called web server. Clear? Next, point number 2. Clear? Point number 2. It uses, clear, it uses HTTP oblique HTTPS servers. Now can you tell me, can someone tell me the full form of HTTP? Can someone tell me the full form of HTTP? HTTP. Do you have an idea regarding that? Sir, HTTP means hypertext, clear, hypertext transfer protocol. Clear? Hypertext transfer protocol. And HTTPS means hypertext transfer protocol secured. Now tell, what is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS? Only one small alphabet. What is that alphabet? S. S means what? Secured. S means what? Secured. So any website which is showing you, I repeat, whenever you visit any website, if you see there HTTP means it is secured or unsecured. Only HTTP is given. Is it secured or unsecured? Only HTTP is given. Is it secured or unsecured? Unsecured. Both HTTP and HTTPS are given. Sorry, only HTTPS is given, then secured or unsecured? If HTTPS is given, it means it is secured or unsecured? Secured. Now let us say, for example, let us go to icai.org. Not ICI, let us say google.com. Now see, beside google.com, are you able to see a small icon there? Small, kaun sa apna lock icon there? Are you able to see the lock icon there beside google.com? Beside google.com, are you able to see a small lock? See here, are you able to see a small lock beside google.com? That lock means what? Is this website secured or unsecured? Lock means what? Is it secured or unsecured? Lock means what? It is secured. When you visit any website, and if you don't find this lock, it means what? Secured or unsecured? Unsecured. In today's generation, a majority of the websites are secured or unsecured? Secured. Again, see, ICICI Bank of website also. A small lock it is showing there. It means what? It means only one thing. That is what? Security. Now let us try some websites. Some chotu websites. Let us say some websites. Let us say. Android Zone. Now tell, this is one small website. This is also what? This is also any website you visit. Any website you visit as of today. World free for you. Now tell, when it is world free for you, beside that particular website, is it showing you lock? Is it showing you any lock? Is it showing you any lock? No. Means it is secured or unsecured? Unsecured. Is my device opening an unsecured website? Is my device opening an unsecured website? No. In the same way, HTTP means what? Unsecured. HTTPS means what? Secured. Now tell, Bank will use, earlier banks used to use HTTP. Now banks are using HTTPS. Now banks are using what? HTTPS. Every bank's website will be secured, because if it is unsecured, will you make any transaction online? If it is unsecured, will you make any transaction? No. Clear? Next. First one was web server. Second one. What is the second one we have seen? Application server. Clear? Application server. Application server. Now tell, what will application server do? What will application server do? It will manage what? It will manage the application of a bank, right? It will manage the application of a bank. It manages banks applications. Banks applications. Clear? Clear? It manages banks applications. Number two. Clear? Number two. And what it will do? It updates. It updates customer details. It updates what? Customer details. Where, sir? It updates customer details in database server. Database server. Now, let us say, for example, I'll go again to one website, hdfcbank.com. Will go. Now here what happens? I want to apply for a car. I want to apply for what? I want to apply for two-wheeler insurance, right? I clicked on two-wheeler insurance. Now, if I want to apply for two-wheeler insurance, see here, what all information they are asking me to fill or not? Eligibility, clear. All this information they are asking me from one. Once I fill all the information, fill all the information, this website will go where and store my data. Where will it be stored? It will be stored where? It will be stored in database server. All the customers' data will be stored in where? Database server. Now tell, which server is helping a bank in storing the customers' data in a database server? Which server is helping a bank in storing customers' data in a database server? Don't go back to CBS. Don't go back to CBS. What type of server are we talking about? Which server am I discussing right now? Database server. Am I discussing about database server or application server? Now tell me, simple question I'll ask. A faculty teaching financial management, will that person ask you questions from EIS? Will a faculty teaching EIS ask you a question from accounts? No, right? A person teaching tax, will that person ask you questions from costing? No, right? In the same way, when I'm teaching you application server, will I ask you questions from core banking solution? Will I ask you questions from core banking solution? No, right? So whatever I'm asking, what is the current topic, from that only I'll ask questions. Why to get confused? When I'm asking where, how, which server will ask, I repeat, which server will store my data in a database server? Which server will help a bank in storing the data in a database server? What should be our answer? What server are we studying right now? Application server. Your answer should be what? Application server. Don't go back. I'm not going back, right? Clear? Next. Now, let us go to Play Store. Play Store mein what I'll do, I will search SBI YONO app. Now tell, this app is available, I repeat, this app is available on Apple Play Store. Now tell, will I receive the, now tell, once I download the app, lifetime same app will be there, or I will keep receiving updates? Same app will be there, or I will keep receiving updates? Sir, I will keep receiving updates or not? Let us see here. Do I keep receiving the updates or not? Yes, I keep receiving the updates here. So many updates are available. So many updates are available. Clear? Now, banks application. I repeat, banks application. Banks application should be dynamic. Should be what? dynamic but not static. Clear? Bank's application should be dynamic but not static. What do we mean by dynamic? So dynamic means what? Dynamic means it keeps changing. Dynamic means keeps changing. And static means always the same. Always the same. Always the same. So my bank's application should never be same. It should keep getting updated on a regular basis. Otherwise, what will happen? Chances of hacking will increase. Next. Now tell me before uploading an app on the Play Store, before uploading an app on Play Store, should it be uploaded directly or should it be first tested and then uploaded? Should I first test and upload or directly upload? It should be tested and then uploaded. I repeat, first it should be tested and then uploaded. Point number 4. Clear? Point number 4. The app should be first tested by bank. Should be first tested by bank. Tested by bank before updating. Clear? Before making it live. Before making it what? Making it live. Before making it what? Before making it live. Clear? Next. So what was the third server we have seen? Database server. Database server. Now, what is a database server? It will manage what? What will database server manage? It will manage the complete data of a bank. It will manage the complete data of a bank. It might be related to savings account data is there, fixed deposit data is there, customer data is there, withdrawal data is there, deposit data is there. All this data, whatever is there in the bank, who will manage? Database server will manage. Simple. It manages the complete data of a bank. Clear? Complete data of a bank. Now tell me, the database server, access to this server should be given to everyone or only to authorized people? Access to this server should be given to everyone or only to authorized people? Only to authorized people, right? Access to this server should be given only to authorized people. Access to this server should be given, clear, should be provided only to whom? Only to authorized people. Only to authorized people. Now tell, who is authorized? That is DBA. Can you tell me full form of DBA if you know? Database Administrator. DBA stands for what? So DBA stands for Database Administrator. I repeat, DBA stands for what? Database Administrator. Database Administrator. Clear? Database Administrator. Clear? So who has a right to access the data from a bank? Only the database administrator. Clear? Next. Then we have internet banking channel server, internet banking application server. Next, both we'll discuss together. IB number, this is okay. IBCS and IBAS, internet banking channel server, internet banking application server. Now, I want to log into internet banking. Clear? IOB net banking. Clear? I want to log in into internet banking. Clear? I want to log in into internet banking. Tell me, can I log in without having an account? Can I log into internet banking without having an internet banking account? No, right? I cannot log in. So what will I do? First thing, what will I do here? See, will I log in or will I first register? Will I log in or first register? I'm a new person. First time I open my bank account. What do I have to do? Register. I will click on register. It is asking me my details. See, after what will I do? Let us say I will enter something here, login ID name. Clear? And password I'll enter. After entering all these details, my username, my password, everything I'll enter. After that, I will click on submit. Clear? Once I click submit, my username and password will be registered or not? Once I click submit, my username and password will be registered or not? Yes. Where will it be stored? Now my username and password will be stored in which server? IBCS server. Clear? IBCS server. What will IBCS server do? It stores username and password of whom? Of internet banking users. Internet banking users. So once I create an account, I go to the website of a bank and once I fill in the form, all my login ID and password, where is it stored? Now tell, is it stored in database server or IBCS? Is it stored in database server or IBCS? My login details. My login details are stored where? IBCS. Now I'll ask a simple question. Now tell, here only login ID and password they are asking me to give or other details also? There are so many details to be stored here, right? Now see, login ID and password, where will it be stored? Login ID and password, where will this be stored? This data, it will be stored in IBCS, correct or not? Correct or not? My username and password, where will it be stored? Now, my personal information, name, first name, middle name, last name, residential status, country, mail ID, mobile number, account number, nickname, funds transfer, PIN, all these things will be stored in which server? Database server. Database server. So IBCS server will store everything or only internet banking ka ID password? It will store only internet banking ID and password. Rest everything else will be stored in which server? Database server. I hope you understood now what is stored in DBS and what is stored in IBCS. Now, so what will IBCS do now? Sir, IBCS will store the username and password of which banking? Internet banking users. Now question comes. What is IBS? I have already registered, right? Once I register, can I log in now? Can I log in? What I'll do, I will click on personal banking and I will enter my details. And what it is asking? It is asking me to enter my name. I'll enter LLHDHC. Now tell the website. I repeat, the place where I'm entering. I repeat, the place where I'm entering my login ID and password. I repeat, the place where I'm entering my login ID and password is called what? Is called as IBAS. It is a place where internet banking ID and password is entered. Correct or not? The place where, I repeat, the place where my ID and password is stored. Where is it stored? Sir, it is stored in IBCS. But where am I entering my login ID and password? Entered in which server? IBS. Now tell. Both are same or different now? Sir, I'm storing my data in one server. I'm entering my details in another server. Now what I'll do here, I've entered. I'll click on login. Now see, what is it showing? Session expired. Let us try again. IOB net banking. What I'll do, I'll click on your net banking. Continue to login. Personal banking. Now 8 PGJGH login. Now see, invalid login ID or password. Is it telling me or not? I repeat, I entered my login details in internet banking application server and my internet banking application server is telling me that login ID and password is incorrect. Did you observe that? Did you observe that or not? It is telling me that my ID and password is incorrect. Now tell, where is my ID and password? IBCS. Where am I entering? IBS. Both are different. Now what will happen? Once I enter my ID and password in IBS. Once I enter my ID password in IBS, what will IBS do? IBAS, clear? IBAS will ask, clear, will go, where it will go? IBS will go to IBCS to confirm. What it will confirm? Whether my ID password entered, is it matching with IBCS or not? It will cross verify with IBCS. If the data entered by me in IBAS is matching with IBCS, access will be given or not? Access will be given or not? Yes. If the data entered in IBAS is not matching with the data already there in IBCS, access will be given or rejected? Access will be rejected. Now tell, what I created and what I entered, in this case, did it match? What I entered and what I created, did it match? No. That is why access was denied. Understood the difference between IBCS and IBAS? I hope it is clear now. Next. Then what we have, sir, this done, this done, this done, this done, this done. ATM channel server. Tell me, ATM channel server will have which data? ATM channel server will have which data? ATM channel server will have which data? ATM card details, simple. It holds, clear, it holds, clear, it holds details of, clear, details of what? ATM card holders. ATM card holders means your clear, your debit card pe name. Let us say this is the debit card. Debit card. Now see, debit card pe now tell this is the debit card of Yes Bank. Now tell what are the details that ATM will hold, ATM machine will hold from this. Will it have my card number? Will it store my card number? ATM card number? Will it store? ATM server, will it store? Yes. Will it store the validity period, expiry date? Will it store my name? Will it store the type of card? Will it store the type of bank? And CVV number, backside of the card, CVV number will be there. Behind the card, CVV number will be there. अरे कहीं पर हाँ, here see, this is called CVV number. This also it will store. So whatever details are there relating to my ATM card, which will be useful for me to withdraw or deposit the money, will be stored by whom? Will be stored by ATM. Will be stored by what? ATM channel server. Next, once account is created, once account is created, once account is created, customer details are loaded in where? In this server, into this server. Clear? Into which server? Into this server. Once I create a bank account, once an ATM card is issued to me, immediately what will happen? All my ATM card data will be stored where? ATM channel server. Now, database server is there. What will database server have? Database server will have, other than, I repeat, database server will store the data other than internet banking, right? Other than internet banking data, and also other than ATM holders data, correct or not? For ATM details, I have a separate server called ATM channel server, and for internet banking, I have IBAS, IBCS. Clear? Other than this, I repeat, other than this, any other data other than internet banking and ATM, where will it be stored? Which server will it be stored? Other than internet banking and other than ATM holders data, where will it be stored? Where will the data be stored? If I don't receive a reply, I will disconnect the class. Again, you're clear? If I don't receive a reply from everyone, I will disconnect the class now. I'm not receiving reply from last 20 minutes. I'm observing. Only one or maximum two people are replying. Shravani, Sudhir, Nayani, Sirisha, are you there? Are you there? Vamshi? Then when I'm shouting from that time, Chakri, Kirti, Jaswant, Haripriya, Shankar, are you all there? Then why are you not replying? If you are not interested, we'll discontinue the class today. You want me to discontinue today? If you don't have mood, there is no meaning of learning, right? If you don't have mood, we will disconnect today class. We'll continue tomorrow. What is there in that? Because if I teach when you don't have a mood to learn, nothing will go to your brain. You want me to disconnect today, continue tomorrow? I have no problem. Then if you want to learn, you have to reply, right? How do I know whether you are able to understand or not? Unless you reply, I won't be able to understand whether you are understanding or not. Now tell me, internet banking are details which two servers will handle? Internet banking data is handled by which server? Internet banking data is handled by which server? IBCS and IBAS. Next, ATM details will be handled by which server? ATM server. Other than internet banking and ATM data, which server will hold? Database server. Clear? Next. Then what is the next one? Proxy server. Clear? Proxy server. Then we have antivirus server. Now, what is antivirus server? What will antivirus server do? What will antivirus server do? Simple, it will install antivirus, right? It will install antivirus. This server will host what? Antivirus. Clear? This server will host what? Antivirus. And conducts, clear? And conducts what? And conducts, or not conducts basically, and identifies and eliminates what? Virus. Clear? Virus. So this server, what it will do? It will hold the antivirus, it will identify the virus, it will delete the virus. Last one we have is what? So last server we have is proxy server. Clear? Proxy server. Clear? Proxy server. Now, proxy server will provide indirect connections. Let us say, for example, this is a user. Clear? This is you. Clear? This is user. And this is the bank's server. Clear? Let us say, for example, this is ATM server. What are the other servers we have? ATM server is there. Then we have IBCS, IBAS. Then we have web server. Then we have app server. We have database server, etc., etc. If I want to access IBCS or IBAS or ATM channel server, you think I will directly be connected to these servers or indirectly? Will I be directly connected or indirectly? I will be connected indirectly. In between, which server will be there? This is called proxy server. Proxy server. Now, now I will connect to proxy server. Proxy server will connect me to ATM, or it will connect me to IBCS. It will connect me to IBAS. It will connect me to web server. It will connect me to app server. It will connect me to DBS server. Clear? So now tell, proxy server is helping me in directly connecting or indirectly connecting? Indirectly connecting. In this case, chances of, if I am indirectly connecting, tell me the chances of fraud, or you can say hacking, will increase or decrease? Chances of, if I am indirectly connecting, chances of hacking will decrease. Why? If I directly connect to, it is easy to hack. If I am indirectly connecting, this will connect here, this will connect here, chances of hacking will decrease. Clear? So these are the multiple types of servers what are there in our syllabus. Come back.